Hi guys, and welcome back to Tea Time with your host Montidra. Ah, ah, ah. In the past, I really want to be an entertainer. Growing up watching Disney and things like that, I've always wanted to be an actor, a singer, a dancer. I love the arts. You know. So, on my last Tea Time episode 41, new setup. I'm gonna screenshot. Okay, I have 12 views and I got 2 thumbs up. So, I'm assuming you love the new setup. So, we're back at it, okay? Okay, so I have a few things that I want to talk about. First of all, first thing first. Because I take pictures a lot, I don't remember. But I feel like in a past episode, not podcast, but in some content that I posted, I took a picture of Emma Chamberlain's coffee. I used to be subscribed to Emma's channel on YouTube because I really did love her content, but now she's very inconsistent. And I don't really like her content anymore. I feel like Emma downplays her success. And I feel like I said this before. But Emma has a lot going on. Like, she's super, super successful. But the content that she puts out, when she does put it out, it was at one point she was just putting out content with her sitting around the house painting. Or when she traveled, literally just spending most of her time in the hotel room drinking coffee. Like, girl, stop that. I get it. I get it. Let's stay relatable. Every video ain't got to be over the top. But, girl, come on. Girl, you out here doing the thing. Come on. Give us a day in the life of running your company. Like, your life is literally a movie. You have a lot going on. You could document it so you can document it better. Like, you can really document your life. And all you choose to document is drinking coffee, sitting in the car. Not sitting in the car, drinking coffee, sitting in your home. Like, Emma used to be outside and filming. But now, like, her content is just not my vibe. And she's also not consistent anymore because, hey, she's evolved. But you feel free to check out Emma Chamberlain's YouTube channel if you haven't already. Maybe you would like her content. But she has coffee, and so I saw it in Walmart one day and I was like, but I wanted to try it this time. So I looked at all 3 coffees and 2 of them were 0 bad, but the one that I tried, which was the salted caramel latte by Chamberlain Coffee with oat milk, that was a 30. It was poor, wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. So I decided to give it a chance. And I hated it. My mom loved it. I don't like oat milk. My mom likes it. So that could be a big reason, because personally, it just tastes like water. I can taste the caramel. I can taste it. But it tastes like watered down caramel. And I hated it. I don't drink oatmeal either. So that could be a factor. But like I said, my mom loved it. I hated it. So that's just not for me. That particular one. But I am happy I tried it, because at least now my mom knows it's available at Walmart. You guys can check it out too if you want to check out her coffee. Maybe you didn't want to order offline. Maybe, you just... maybe you just didn't want to order it offline. And so now you could probably head over, if you have a Walmart in your area, head over to your local Walmart and try it out. It's like... Let's see how much this was. It was $2.98, so very reasonable. Honestly, very affordable. So, yeah. I don't like it. I don't recommend it. But I will recommend it if you like oat milk, to just at least give it a try. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about. So this week's podcast shout out is, baby, this is Keke Palmer. And I'm a fan of Keke. I tend to love her work, but I've never had the interest in checking out her podcast, which is kind of crazy, right? But this morning, on my way home, because I went to Walmart, yes, I love it there. But we're gonna talk about it later. Okay. She interviewed Marsha Martin, and she's the young lady from, I never watched the show Blackish, but that's where she's from. But I know her from her movie role Little. And it was just a beautiful interview. I absolutely loved it. And then one thing that they talked about was like just the industry and the culture of being, I hate that we're called black because we're just brown skinned people, babes, but being black people and like the struggles that comes with that, and how the networks that run this industry, the entertainment industry, they don't value or understand or see black culture and a way to cultivate it and monetize it and promote it. They don't get it because you don't have, I'm assuming you don't have many black executives or producers or studio owners or, you know, running the entertainment business, right? And so when you are not present, like when your culture is not embedded into something, then how can it properly be represented? And when you try to have people to come of the culture, you're actually true to the culture and assist, they still end up shelving the project, you know? And it's just like, but through it all and through the trials and tribulations, they keep going. And like they have other stuff that goes and they keep pushing and pushing and pushing. But I was just thinking like, it's never going to be equal. It's not. It wasn't made to be. It was always made to be a division. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I was watching this YouTube video talking about the Bible and how the reason why we have so many languages was because the people was upset with God about something. So they was everybody got together and started building this temple to reach the sky to get to God. But before, obviously, it got completed, God, because everybody was talking one language, understanding one dialect. But before that could get completed, God made all these languages. So now they couldn't understand each other. And you have all these different languages. And so from that point, that project got scrapped because they didn't understand each other anymore. We're not all speaking the same language. And so that plan just disintegrated. And it's just like, honestly, dang, not me clicking. I lost my train of thought. Hey, wait, I'm getting old. I lost my train of thought mid-conversation. It's crazy. Okay, that's crazy. I just forgot. So anyway, God created, and so that's how all these languages come to date. That's just me listening to the video, and that's what the video was saying. So the plan got disintegrated, and people went their separate ways, you know, and went to I guess with the group that the language they spoke, that's where they went. So the people separated. And so I'm just saying that, like, even in the Bible, like, there had to be division. Now, even in the Bible, there was division. In this case, the multiple languages came so that they couldn't build this destructive temple to try to harm God, of course. And so it was a punishment, obviously, because now you can't understand each other, right? And so now it's just like in the entertainment business, it will not ever be equal because it's only one group of people controlling the whole industry, and they only understand their culture and their background. And it's hard for any other culture to come in and have a seat at the table because that one culture that runs everything isn't trying to hear anybody else's voices. And that is a form of punishment, right? So it's just like, but through it all, they persevered and they keep going. And so Miss Martin has other projects in the works and things like that. So that's good. As well as Kiki was telling her, you know, you just got to keep going, even though that one, you know, and like even Miss Martin was saying, she was like, that was my passion project. Like, why couldn't it just work, you know? And, you know, but like Kiki was saying, she said, you have to keep going, and it's gonna all work out in the end, basically. And it's just like, that's true. Like, you don't know. And you do get shut down. And then stuff that you're really passionate about just seems like it never happens, or it takes so long to achieve. But that fight in you, you have to keep it alive. And that's why I show up every day here on this YouTube channel. Because at the end of the day, I love this. And this is what I really want to do for the rest of my life. Create amazing, legendary content. But as people say, it's not going to happen unless you show up. And so that brings me into the next interview I want to shout out, which I just got through watching, which was with Coco Jones. And with baby, this is Keke Palmer. And she had her guest, Coco Jones. But before Coco came on, Keke had her mother on. And I love what they talked about. She was like, my daughters are accomplished. Like, they know what they wanted to do. And my son right now is a little bit lost. He's trying to figure himself out. But he shouldn't be degraded in the process. And I love that because I can relate to that. And something Keke said was like, some people just don't know what they want to do. And I had left a comment under that saying that most people actually do know what they want to do. But they don't have that support behind them to turn what they're really passionate about into something where they can be financially set. And again, I can relate because that's me. I'm lost right now. I've been to high school. I've got my associate's degree. I have my bachelor's degree, and I still can't get a job. And I'm still trying to figure out my place in the world. You know what I'm saying? So, but society does make me feel a type of way about myself. And they was just like, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. Because everybody don't have $1 million when they 21. Or super together when they're 18 or 25. And I'm finna be 25 and I'm all over the place. And so I love that because you are still valuable and you're still worth something. Even though you haven't reached the success you would like or any success at all. You don't have all these accolades yet. You know, you're still somebody outside of that. And it's been a long time, but someone in my life was trying to instill that in me. Like, you're somebody outside of $1. And I didn't get it because I felt like if I'm not making money, then who am I? I feel like a bum. I feel worthless. But in reality, you are somebody. Money don't make you. You are somebody outside of that. And you have to keep the good fight in you to keep going so that you can be where you want to be. Because if you just give up or you don't start at all, then you know for sure nothing's going to happen. And as they got into the interview, that was Coco, towards the end of it, she was just like, yeah, like if you don't, because she was talking about her transition and how eventually she went to talking about her stories, posting it on YouTube and social media, and she blew up and she got her career back again. And she was just like, but like if I never did that, who knows if I would have made it again, you know what I mean? So it's just like, if you don't continue to show up, then you know for sure it's not happening. If you don't at least give it a chance, then you know for sure it's not happening. So I really love both of those interviews, and I really am liking Keke's podcast. So make sure you feel free to check out both those interviews I just talked about, as well as her channel, podcast channel, to hear other great guests. And Keke Palmer, if you're watching this, call your girl. I ain't famous. But I have great knowledge and advice about the topics and questions that you ask. Hey, I ain't super successful yet either. But I'll be a great time and a great guest on the show. So yeah, that's my podcast that I wanted to shout out this week. Okay, so y'all, that's all that I got for this episode of Tea Time. But don't worry, I have another episode dropping within 1 hour, so come back to check that out. I will be talking about this whole thing with Target dropping DEI. And I kind of just want to talk about it because, like, why not? So, I'll see you guys in my next episode of Tea Time. So, if I'm in the same outfit and everything, you know why. I just told y'all. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next episode, which will be in 1 hour from now. Bye.